Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of day you're listening to this. Just to catch up with everybody and give everybody a bit of an update of where the business is and where we're actually moving to and the opportunities that are in front of us. The business is in a really good position at the moment, and we're about to take on a lot of opportunities across the business. And especially with the recent announcement of the federal budget, the money that's going to go out into infrastructure across the country is something that really hits Hazel Brothers in the right spot, and it will help the pipeline of our business going forward. We'll move on just to talk about our Nyrstar contract. We have two contracts, one in Port Pirie and one in Hobart. In Port Pirie, Nyrstar have been going through an upgrade of their facilities over there. Our contract is close to an end, waiting for a renewal, and the boys have been working diligently with them to move that contract on for another 4 years. At the moment, we're working with them to get an extension for 12 months, and that is in a good position, so that they can get an understanding of the plant and equipment to do the work that we do and what that looks like for going forward. So we're looking to work with them and renew that contract for another 4 or 5 years. So it's all in good hands, and a thank you to the people who are involved in that. And when you look at Hobart, the Hobart Smelter, we've had a long-term relationship with the Hobart Smelter, and we're currently signing off on an extension to the contract we've got on that site. So all this doesn't come easy, because it relies on you people out there and the effort you people have put in to have a fantastic relationship with Nyrstar, and Robert and I are really proud of the effort you do. So really a big thank you to you lot. We'll move on to just discuss where things are moving in Queensland. Generally across the business, we've got a full order book up there, which is great for the business. We're seeing investment in infrastructure, housing developments are moving ahead, which is giving our business up there great opportunities going forward. To do that, we continue investing in our plant hire part of our business. We just replaced a bulldozer into the business. We've got 4 new dump trucks coming into the business and a few new excavators. And all that is about making sure that we've got the technology in our plant and equipment for what our customers are actually looking for. You're all aware of the Commonwealth Games that have happened up in Queensland, and we've certainly played a part in that. We were able to be awarded the park and ride. I think we did 23 park and rides around the sites. We then were able to supply some equipment to the waste management for the extra waste going to the tip over the games. And we were about there to do maintenance and keep everything moving for the Commonwealth Games. So take a hat off to the boys up there, we did a great job. And as I said before, now we've got a full order book in the civil part of the business. We're up in Hervey Bay Way on Barham Road doing a job for TMR. I think this is about $13 million job, and it's got some extensions coming to it. Down the road a little bit further, we're working down at Scotchy's Pockets. It's a job we just started for Hi-Tech. They're starting a new quarry there. We've got the contract to do the road intersection and some of the environmental improvements on the site, ready for their new quarry. You go down the road a little bit further and we've got a great relationship with the Moreton Bay Council, and that's out of the hard work and the brand that you boys are doing up there to make that strong relationship with another council. And then you go down a little bit further and you go back to 2017 when there was a lot of floods in southeast Queensland, and some of that work has come out to tender to fix some of that, and we've been able to secure 2 contracts there. And those works are about from fixing up a pothole, fixing up culverts, to major slips and minor slips where it requires some piling, saw nailing and gabion baskets to be placed. So we are in a good position in Queensland, and a lot of that comes off the last job we've done is the Gold Coast Airport, where we worked on the ILS project. And the relationship the boys have built up on the Gold Coast Airport certainly is to give us future work in that area. And I do thank everybody for what they've done, and we look forward to continue on the brand that we've got going in Queensland. In Tasmania, there's certainly a buzz around the state. Things are moving on. We've just been in a position of gone through a state election where we've re-elected a Liberal government back in power as a majority, which is a great outcome and certainly gives the government a platform to deliver what needs to be delivered in the state, and hence is the reason why I believe that we've got a buzz around the state. For us, as I alluded to before, we've just gone through an announcement of a federal budget and $1 billion worth of work that's potentially going to be spent in the infrastructure space is really great for this business. Potentially, we've worked on the Bass Highway, the upgrade of the Bridgewater Bridge are really hitting spaces for our business in the future. And if you look at the work we've got on hand, we've just recently started on the Midlands Highway, a job for the state growth. It's 16 kilometres of highway on the Midlands, which is Highway 1 for our state. We've had to construct 6 kilometres of concrete barriers for the project. 16 kilometres of road to be upgraded. It's got 150,000 cubic metres of excavation on the job. Out of that, 120 of that gets placed on the job. The pavement will take up 450,000 tonne of material, and the project runs over 15 months. So it is a tight program. It is a good job for the business, and I wish all the boys well on that, as it is the major project we've got on hand at the moment. 10 Murray Street demolition. The team in there are doing a great job. Ahead of program, it's certainly the talk of the town. After the overall demolition's taken place, which we believe will be completed in July, including the earthworks and the retention works. Forrico, the back of Burnie, work is under extreme conditions rebuilding their log yard for the Hampshire mill. Certainly working under extreme challenges with a tight specification and program. We're placing about 7,000 cubic metres on site, and really like to thank the boys for the effort they're putting in and building on the Hazel Brothers reputation. We're just starting up a project at Launceston Airport where the team will be pouring 1,000 cubic metres to strengthen the apron pads of where the planes park. We still have some minor works that's going on around the state, and the minor works is important to the business because it does keep that level of opportunity around that area, like of Hobart City Council and other places. We're in the position now of being awarded the Camden Rivulet Dam, which is out the back of Scottsdale. That's a project for TI, Tas Irrigation. The Deputy Prime Minister was over to announce that project last week, and we're in the stage now of doing early design and get that project up and ready to roll come spring. So it's a really good project for the business, and like Queensland, we have got a fairly full order book down in Tasmania, so that's a project to start off in the new year. And just talk about future projects. We're all aware of the wind farm space in Tasmania, and we've certainly been following the Cattle Hill wind farm for several years now. We feel that we're in a good position to be awarded this contract, and we're looking to have a concrete contract executed in June. Pre to this, we have been up to do some early works on site, just some of the road accesses to the site. And we're looking to get an early work package to do some of the long procurement items like the bolts for the TAS and transformers and such. So we are looking to bring that in, and it'll be a job that will start basically as soon as we get an order, and we're taking it on as we've got it at the moment. We're doing a lot of planning around getting that ready to deliver. So I really look forward to making an official announcement. We have got the job, but I'm not in the position to do that at the moment, so that's all good. If you look across the business, other parts of the business, the quarry, the quarries across the state, the boys are going pretty flat out. There's great opportunity around the place. If I look forward, I think we're got an order book of about 1.5 million tonnes of material to produce, generally down at our quarry south of Hobart, HBMI, we produce about 700,000 tonne a year down there. We were able to be awarded some of the pavement material for the southern part of the Midlands Highway for VEC contracting, so that was a good order to bring in. as I mentioned before, the Midlands Highway job, we've got our quarry at Tunbridge that we've just invested a lot of money in and put a new crushing plant in there. That's got to produce 450,000 tonne of quality road base for that job. So there's been a lot of work going in to set that crushing plant up and make a product that is in specification and user friendly for the boys on the job, so that's important. And if you look at the quarry at Long Hill, the boys have done a great job up there. Now the quarry is starting to get a great reputation for its pavement material. That's been used all over the north of the state, and we will go over 300,000 tonne for this year out of that quarry, which is a great effort, and it's certainly putting the quarry in a good position for future work. And as I said about before with the federal budget, there is forecast a lot of work on the Bass Highway, which is right in our hitting zone for the Long Hill Quarry, which is a great outcome. The sand pit up at Wynyard, Flowdale, the boys have been flat out up there, and we've basically took on too many orders and it caused the business a little bit of a problem, but the boys have worked very hard to get through that, and great effort to them, and I thank them for the effort they've done to do that, so it's great. In our concrete part of our business, it'd be fair to say that we are running at historic levels of concrete sales. Traditionally, that is all going out into the housing market. There is some commercial work around that we're working on. That's not including the work we're doing at Forrico or the work that's coming for the Launceston Airport. So the concrete has got a really good brand in the state, and the effort that everybody's doing. Certainly we are seeing more of that in the southern part of Tasmania, but generally the state, as I said, is in a good position, and we can measure that by our concrete volumes. And when you look at, we speak about the Cattle Hill Wind Farm, and I spoke about planning in that area, and there's certainly a lot of infrastructure that needs to be planned around investment into our concrete plant to deliver the 25,000 cubic metres plus on that job. And the long-term plan is that once that's finished, that we'll have a strategic plan around our concrete plants, our location, or where we can relocate that to. So we're really setting the concrete business up for the future. So I'm looking forward to be part of delivering all that and any future announcements that we can make about setting our concrete business up for the future. When you look at our plant and equipment and our workshops, they're a key part of our business. They're a part because they are, in the background, help us make all our projects work. Whether it's, you look at the Midlands Highway, I think you'd have 10 or more machines working on that. The transport of carting all our material out of our quarries. We're investing back in our plant, we're investing in our trucks, and we need the workshop to be around to facilitate, to keep that equipment on the road. But as I said, it's important to those projects to have our team in this area working well and working closely to help us deliver those projects out there. So the investment we keep making in that is an outcome that will set the business up for the future, and I think the effort the boys are putting in that space. I've spoken about the assets across our business, but the people in our business are one of the most important things. Since Christmas, we've employed another 60 people into the business as we grow and take on the opportunities around us. We're looking to reach out to the schools in the area and give the next generation a pathway into our industry, and some of that's been done through our civil team down here, because the future of this business is around the next generation. So we believe it's important to bring those junior people in and give them a pathway through this business, so they are the future of the company. So looking forward to what we can do to grow the business and grow the next generation. And just finally, as you're all aware, and we're in 2019, the business is moving into 75 years. We're doing a lot of work around planning that occasion, and if anybody's got anything out there that they'd like to contribute to that, we are creating a history book, so any information would be very handy. Please bring that forward. We are looking to celebrate that in many different ways, and over a period of time we'll be able to explain to people what that looks like. But we're here for 75 years, and as I spoke about our people, we want to make sure that we get everything structured so we're here for the next 100 years. So look forward to keeping everybody informed of what's going on around the business. And I do thank everybody for what they're doing, and I look forward to being able to work through the pipeline and the opportunities the business has got going forward over the next few years. So thank you.